Hi everyone, my name is Waal. I'm a PhD student with the Minerals to Metals Initiative at the University of Cape Town.
Today I'm going to be telling you a little bit more about my project, which aims to improve water management in the mining and minerals industries. Water and mining are inextricably connected. On the one hand, water is needed at all stages of processing, from the mining through to waste management. On the other hand, water is at the center of a number of problems, typically experienced most strongly at the local level. Legacies of pollution such as acid rock drainage, company-community conflict around access to water in regions where this is a scarce resource, operational issues due to the use of recycled process waters, and maintaining compliance with local water use and discharge legislation. Many of these problems are compounded by climate and demographic change, putting increased strain on water resources. This has created an impetus for mining companies to improve their water management, whether for process optimization, to improve the sustainability of their operations, or to manage public perception for an industry maligned by social license issues. At the same time, it's often said that you can't manage what you don't measure. One way of dealing with the measurement of water-related information is through the use of tools and frameworks designed for this purpose. There are three most often used in the mining context. Firstly, the Water Accounting Framework, developed by the Minerals Council of Australia to enable consistent calculation and reporting of water use. There's also the Water Footprint Network's water footprinting methodology, as well as the Water Footprint Assessment methodology, which brings this in line with the standards for life cycle assessment. These tools and frameworks are, however, only part of the water management process. On the one hand, they require certain kinds of information, typically stemming from modeling and measurement. On the other hand, the information they produce is destined to be used in a particular end-use context, such as decision-making or reporting. This project aims to examine this process to better understand where the levers for improved water management lie. In the context of modeling and measurement, one clear question is around dynamic processes inside the mine fence, such as variation in rainfall or ore grade. Here, I want to understand what this variation means for the kind and quality of information needed in the next phase. The tools and frameworks also have some questions surrounding them. As each of these methods takes a different approach to quantifying water-related information, they could influence the output depending on which tool was used. I'd like to understand whether these differences lead to synergies or contradictions when interpreted by decision makers. Lastly, there are also a number of potential end uses for the water-related information produced by these kinds of assessments. Internally, mining companies need such information during design stage decision making, as well as for management of water during operation. Externally, information is needed for showing or assessing legal compliance, as well as for dissemination in corporate sustainability reports. Overall, these different end uses may need quite different kinds of information. I would like to understand what these differences might be and how it links back to the process of producing the information in the first place. In my project, I'll be assessing this in the context of 3 mine site case studies, each of which has a different local water context. Overall then, my project aims to do 3 things. Firstly, I would like to evaluate the impact of different measuring and modeling approaches in the production of water-related information. Secondly, I want to determine the impact of using these different accounting and assessment tools on the potential information that we can get about the water context. And lastly, I want to understand this process and how the different elements link together to inform water management. The outcome of this will be improved water management in the mining and minerals industries, a critical sustainability challenge for the future. Thanks for listening.